All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and right now we finna see what happened when a mom finds out her daughter is a serial killer. Let's go.
Miramar Police Department.
Yeah.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm waiting for my sister to go over there. What happened? What happened?
I just here to speak to you over here for a second.
Oh, Lord.
Right now there's an investigation, and I guess it's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my
Your
daughter.
daughter, her name came up, so we had to keep everybody out of the apartment.
Police arrived at the home of 17-year-old Christy Parisian, where her mother was informed that Christy had become involved in a strange and violent incident. About an hour earlier, officers had discovered the body of an 18-year-old boy named Dwight Grant near a nearby apartment complex, brutally stabbed to death.
Whoa.
Can you guys go back inside for me? Can you go back inside, please? Don't. Just do as I ask, please.
Passengers have been taken into custody in the murder of 18-year-old Dwight DJ Grant.
After a body was found there, Local 10's Andrew Perez is live with
for this 18-year-old from Miramar High School, and instead, officers found a body.
As new clues surfaced and the investigation continued, police uncovered a hidden conflict between Dwight and 3 of his classmates from Miramar High School. Now officers needed to track all 3 of them down as quickly as possible to figure out what had really happened, what each of their roles was, and more importantly, why. But what detectives were about to learn about how this murder happened, why it happened, and just how complicated it truly was, turned out to be far more shocking than anyone expected.
Uh-oh.
You can't get away with nothing. There's cameras everywhere.
All right, that's what I say all the time. There's cameras everywhere. Don't do crime, man. Don't do crime, guys.
Everything started on a Sunday evening. On October 17th in Broward County, Florida, a nurse named Malene Emile noticed something was very wrong. Her 18-year-old son, Dwight Grant, who most of his friends called DJ, hadn't come home that day. DJ wasn't the kind of kid who disappeared without saying anything. He was responsible, focused on school, and always kept his family informed. His sudden silence was completely out of character. This was the beginning of a terrifying mystery for his family. No matter how hard they tried, no one could get in touch with DJ. He wasn't answering calls, he wasn't with any of his friends, and no one had seen him. By Monday morning, the worry exploded. DJ didn't show up to any of his classes, something that never happened.
Yeah,
his teachers noticed immediately. His friends noticed. And his family knew something was seriously wrong. His family and friends checked every place he might have gone, called every person he might have been with, drove through neighborhoods, handed out flyers.
Man.
Nothing. Police even went to the high school, hoping someone there might know where he'd gone. Officers spoke to students one by one. At this point, even the smallest detail could be the clue they needed.
Anxiety and depression, so like he would.
He has anxiety?
No, I have
okay, so he will check on you. Do you know the girl that he's talking to or trying to talk to?
No.
No, does he have a girlfriend?
Not to my knowledge, no.
No? Okay. Right. All right. So you haven't seen him? What's up, man? No, everything good? Okay.
Why he look at the cop like that?
Okay, so you haven't spoken to him since. Is this his behavior? Like, does he do it? He's a good kid?
He's a good kid. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He goes out. He has a plan. He goes out with his friends. He calls literally all of us all the time to let us know, like, what's up, how you are.
Okay. All right.
To everyone who knew him, DJ was quiet, calm, and spent most of his free time gaming. He wasn't the type to get into fights, he didn't cause trouble, and he had zero history of reckless behavior. Nothing in his past suggested he'd ever disappear or end up involved in something dangerous.
So how does he end up dead? Who did he piss off? How did he piss off? Why did he piss him off?
The search for DJ continued through Tuesday of that same week. Then, around 2 p.m., while officers were canvassing the area near Sherman Circle North, a quiet neighborhood in Miramar before all this, they made the worst discovery imaginable. Hidden in the bushes beside an apartment building, police found the body of a young man.
Oh my God. Here, let me step back.
The body was found just outside the apartment building where DJ lived. All that time, he had been there, right.
Wow. That is crazy. Son is missing and he's dead the whole time in the bushes outside.
Near his own home. Officers were led to the body by scattered bloodstains on the sidewalk. From an initial examination, the body had 2 fatal stab wounds, one to the neck and one to the chest. A knife was also found nearby, hidden in the bushes next to the body.
Can you go back inside, please?
What the hell?
Just do as I ask, please. In a few minutes, an officer will come talk to you. Go back inside. Listen, I can't answer anything right now. I just need you to go inside the apartment and stay there till I can get somebody to come and speak to you, please. Listen, what did I just ask? Just give us a few minutes and somebody will come and talk to you. Just give me a few minutes. Go ahead and go inside.
After speaking with DJ's family and asking them to remain patient, officers immediately blocked off the area surrounding the body and began processing the scene for evidence.
Body was hidden in the bushes, so somebody had to hide the body and place it there. Obviously, it's a rookie, somebody who's not a real killer, somebody who doesn't have access to a car, perhaps, because obviously you wanted to hide the body. You just couldn't hide it nowhere else for some reason. So you put it by some bushes and probably thinking nobody, threw some leaves over them. Like, that says like somebody with no access to a car, somebody that's young, or somebody that's just not smart.
4 officers were on scene working to secure the area, search for evidence, and confirm the identity of the victim as quickly as possible.
Does this all happen aquí abajo? Aquí abajo. Sí. Ahí abajo del stairwell que está ahí había mucha sangre, and you can see that probablemente están tratando de limpiarlo. Hay una cámara aquí.
Oh, it's over with.
Hay una cámara aquí. Yeah. Y hay una cámara en esa esquina donde lo tiraron.
Sunday.
Oh, it's over with.
He went missing Sunday.
They got 3 cameras.
Miramar is a quiet, close-knit community where news spreads fast. So when word got out about the brutal discovery of an 18-year-old's body, tips started pouring in almost immediately.
3 cameras, it's over
Several
with.
people came to police headquarters, hoping the information they had might help. Among them was a woman who walked into the lobby holding her teenage niece's phone. She wanted to tell police about a private group chat that had caught her attention. At the time, officers had no idea that this small piece of information would end up being the key to solving the entire case.
Can you just give me a brief rundown? I'm so sorry.
I know I'm seeing on the news that they found a body over by Sherman Circle, and they keep showing the picture of the kid that goes to Miramar High, saying they can't guarantee that it's him, basically, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But on my niece's phone, all the texts are coming through that they're her friends. There's people from school there, and they know it's him. I just came here because my niece was telling me that she had got these texts from this girl yesterday from the modeling, and she said it was the most traumatizing day of her life when she seen him yesterday, which would have been Sunday.
Yeah.
So in my mind, 1 and 1, I'm not saying she did anything, but I'm not saying I can't come here and not show you either, because she keeps saying
tells everybody in the
how many people she's killed and she's in a gang. Which,
I mean, and it could be just to be, look cool or to be tough.
But you never know.
It's like,
the same thing. I don't want the text messages here. I don't want them to show my nieces. I don't want her.
Like her to associate with. Okay.
By the next day,
She said, "Hold on now. Fuck that. Yeah, we finna go clear your name right now. Who said it? What girl? Yeah, we finna put it on her. Let them send their attention her way, not to you."
Wednesday, the victim's identity was finally confirmed. The body belonged to DJ Grant, the Miramar High School student who had been reported missing.
And Nicole, there are still so many more questions than answers at this hour. Our officers came out here because they were helping the search for this 18-year-old from Miramar High School, and instead, officers found a body in the bushes.
Now, police had to start putting the broken pieces of the puzzle together. The evidence from the crime scene, and more importantly, the group chat that the woman had brought to them. Inside the chat, police found disturbing messages linked to 3 teens, 3 names that within hours would become central to the investigation. 17-year-old Andre Dexter Clements, 16-year-old Jaslyn Smith, and 17-year-old Christy Parisian. Without wasting any time, officers began tracking them down.
Wait, so they in the chat talking about they did it? I like, all right, come on.
Christy was the first person police went to.
Miramar Police Department. How you doing, ma'am?
So, right now there's an investigation, and I guess it's your daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to keep you out of the house for now.
Me?
Yes. Nothing has to do with you personally, but we have to keep everybody out of the apartment. So if there's anybody else in there that's in there,
No, the sister, she's at work right now.
but nobody else is inside.
No, only
You
three
want
of
to
us.
you got shoes on? Okay.
So we have detectives that are going to get a search warrant.
Okay.
So right now, we're just going to make sure nobody's inside, and then we're going to close the door. And then we're going to wait for the warrant to get here. And
When I can come back.
And who?
When I can come back, no.
As soon as you're done with the search warrant, then
Today,
go back
no. Can I take my phone to call my sister? Is okay? Take my phone? My phone is right there. Can I call her? Because I'm working on her to
Well,
go.
right now at this point, we already gave you, notice that nobody can go back inside.
Can you take my phone for me? Please, it's right there. By the way, is right there. You see my phone right there?
we really got to follow protocol.
At this point,
Damn. You done put your mama in a twist, man. God damn it. That gotta be terrible. You done put mama in a twist. She over here panicking. She probably, oh no, man. This is fucked up.
officers didn't have a warrant, so they wouldn't allow Christy's mother to go inside the house. She waited outside with them until another law enforcement member arrived with a warrant. While they were waiting, she told them that earlier that day, Christy had left her a voice message about the murder. Because of that, they changed course and retrieved the phone so the message could be played.
I'll be back home, and I will have my phone, so they took my phone. So, okay.
By now, the police had already spoken with Christy at the station. Her mother wasn't able to provide any additional information. The officers informed her that no one from the family was allowed to leave.
Wait, how was they able to speak to, she's a minor, without her parents there?
You gonna be around here? Or you sticking around here? Or are you leaving?
Leaving where?
You're not going anywhere, right?
Was she 17 or 18? Was she 17? She was 17, right?
No, I was going to the police station.
No, I mean right now.
I'm looking for my sister to go to the police station because my sister drives.
The next person on the list was Jaslyn Smith.
Yeah, she's 17. You gotta have your parents there. You're a minor.
The officers tracked her down and managed to find her around 11 p.m. that same night. Outside her family's apartment, they spoke with her while her mother was present.
Jaslyn, did you hurt this person? No, I didn't. I didn't hit him or anything. I was just told to push him and make sure he stayed in the corner.
I don't know exactly what happened. You're telling me that you were told to do something? I don't know what you did. I don't know what you didn't do.
She said that she was told to keep him in a corner.
That's a girl? Oh, shit, goddamn. What the fuck is that? That's a stud.
Andre. Okay. Andre told me that somebody had pissed him off, or somebody was messing with somebody else's girl or something. It had to do with some type of chick. And that he was upset and that he needed some backup for a fight. He told me it was just a fight.
Jaslyn had been told to trap DJ in the stairwell. Andre needed backup for the fight, which was apparently over a girl, Andre's ex, who was now involved with DJ.
You guys don't have to stay here. You do not have to talk to me.
Are you going to arrest my child?
No, I'm not going to arrest your child. I want to hear what she has to say, but I wanted to reiterate because I said it to you and she wasn't here.
He told me to dress up in all black and follow him.
Andre?
Yes. I want to do rag and everything. He just said, do this for me. Just help me out with a fight. We're fine. We walked all the way there.
Damn. Snitched that nigga out fast. Listen, kids, don't do crime. Listen, man, tell y'all kids don't do crime, man. We really got to push this shit, bro, because this shit is, look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. This is what come with it. Like, what's the point of even murdering somebody, another kid over a girl, and having two people that you think is going to have your back? And it's all stupid at the end of the day. It's over a girl. Like, bro, you're only 17 years old, 16 years old. There's going to be so many more girls in this world you're going to come across as you go. And this girl that you with right now, lusting over, 2 years, you probably not even gonna fuck with her. You probably gonna fall out with her. And now you done took somebody's life over this girl. And you done put your homegirls in it because you got them helping you out. That's fucked up, man. Don't do crime, man.
At the stairway, and Chrissy was there. Chrissy had seduced him, from what I know. I was trying to just pretend and forget that it didn't happen. I already knew that if something like this was going to happen, I already knew the cops were going to show up sooner or later. And I already started preparing myself for the worst, Ma. What do you mean by preparing yourself for the worst? If they send me away, Ma.
According to her, the mastermind behind the whole murder was Andre. He even picked out the colors of the clothes, and the plan was just a fight. Jaslyn clearly tried to downplay her own role and choices. But over the next half hour, the officers, and even her mother, would unintentionally learn the truth from her words, shocking them to their core. Things her 16-year-old daughter had done were far beyond what her mother could have imagined.
Uh-oh. So the daughter was holding back. Because she looked like an aggressor. She got the face of a rhino. So she looked like somebody that probably, when he told her, hey, this nigga tripping, come on, let's go fuck this nigga up. Like, she got that type of energy. But in front of her mama, a kid gonna be a kid in front of their mama. You know, mama, I didn't do nothing, mama. But you know, as soon as you leave your mama, she looked like she was like the bully, the stud bully homegirl. That'd be like, you know, Baby D, like on some gangster shit.
Detectives were still putting the pieces together with no clear reason to make an arrest. But Jaslyn knew what was coming. She knew there was no escape, and she had already prepared herself for the worst.
Because by everything I've already said, I'm an accomplice, and I know this, and I'm sorry.
Come here, I can't. Come here.
The female officer at the scene can be seen briefly laughing when Smith lets out a sigh. But
that's fucked up. Oh, the cop laughed. That's crazy. Imagine y'all having a serious moment, the mama and the daughter. That's fucked up.
There's nothing funny about what's happening. A teenager has been killed, and Jaslyn has just admitted her role in what happened. She's now given police a motive. Andre had found himself in the middle of a high school love triangle between DJ and his ex-girlfriend. That's when the dark thoughts started, and the plan began to take shape. A plan that would need help. Before Sunday, before any of this began, Andre had reached out to her. He told her about the planned fight and the help he needed. Now sitting in a police car beside her mother, the officer asks Jaslyn to walk them through everything, step by step, starting from that moment.
So I'd like for you to kind of tell me, step by step, on how everything occurred, you know?
Oh, damn.
Sunday, before he came over.
Who's he?
Andre.
Damn.
Andre's from school.
Telling everything.
Before he ever came over, he told me on Friday, I believe it was Friday, that he had a situation that he needed to deal with, and he was wondering if I could help him out with a fight. Me knowing that I used to fight in elementary and used to be a bad kid-ish outside of school, I'd agreed because...
Bro, why this cop laughing, cuz? These cops is laughing at everything.
He's a good friend of mine, and like, it's just a fight. He had said he was going to be coming over at around 6. He came over at least 6:45, close to 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And he had proceeded to tell me the whole scenario.
Jesus Christ. Rats in the chat. God damn. What? Let me go ahead and just break it all down for you. Every last detail. Jesus.
We're going to get dressed in all black. You're going to wear clothes that you don't care about. You're going to wear gloves. You're going to wear do-rag. I know the whole layout of the building.
Andre already knew that Jaslyn had a reputation for fighting when she was younger. That was exactly why he chose her. He even picked out what Jaslyn should wear, telling her to wear gloves and protect her hair. Jaslyn's account helps clarify the days leading up to the murder, but one thing stands out. She repeatedly tries to downplay her role, presenting herself as someone who was merely influenced rather than involved.
Telling y'all, She definitely that one that be the Debo. She's the stud that be aggressive as a motherfucker, tripping, checking pockets and fading boys and shit. Look at her.
A claim that within minutes would be completely undermined by a small slip she made.
We had gotten dressed, we had prepared. My mom had gotten home. We had told her that we were going to go on a walk. He was explaining to me that the person that me and him were going to fight with, because he was going to seduce, had messed with a girl that he knew and had, essentially from what I know. And on the way there, he's telling me exactly where we're going to walk, exactly how we're going to walk, exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to wait for a signal. And I was like, okay, it's just a fight. But immediately when we got in there, we had walked over to where the staircase was, the stairwell was, while even telling me to move this way to avoid a camera and to avoid things. So we had walked up the stairs while Chrissy stayed downstairs and made a call. Me and him were upstairs. He's just talking to me. We're relaxed. We're chill. And then he got a signal for Chrissy to walk downstairs. And he had a weapon. He told me to hold the weapon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, right.
We had gloves on at this time still. We had walked down the stairs. He had approached the boy, and Chrissy had moved back and walked down the stairs full.
Did you know this boy or no? Okay.
When the boy tried to make a run for it after Andre approached him and was like, yeah, we have a problem. He has me standing behind.
He has me standing behind with a weapon. Oh, so you stabbed him.
He looked at me.
You the killer. She the killer.
And he made a run for it. And I'm like, okay, weapons just for intimidation. I'll put this down. I ran and I helped Andre to tackle him and put him onto the ground.
Jaslyn uses the word weapon. Even though she's detailed and specific in almost every other part of her story, she keeps this part vague. We already know DJ was found with 2 stab wounds, so whatever the weapon was, it clearly wasn't a gun. What that weapon actually was, and why Jaslyn avoided naming it, becomes clear later in the interview. And it's something that will shock you.
Andre asked for the weapon after explaining to him that he was going to kill the other boy. He had asked for the weapon, and I just handed it to him.
Wait, you said it was on the floor. Hold on.
You know you done fucked up, right?
You said it was on the floor and you went to go tackle him with Andre. Now all of a sudden you got the weapon and you handed it to Andre.
I don't know about this, but I'm like, okay, maybe you're joking, because me and Andre are playful. We like to mess around and we do like play fight, and we're just very like a sibling type relationship.
But this time, nothing felt like a joke. The weapon he used, the level of planning involved, his behavior, and the sheer intensity of the violence he unleashed all point to the same conclusion. This was a planned killing, not a spontaneous act.
Exactly. Wearing all black, wearing gloves, wearing this, wearing that. This ain't going to fight. Y'all niggas plotted, we about to kill this nigga. Damn, 17, 16. What is the real motive? It can't just be over the girl. It got to be more to it. Like, it can't just be over the girl. Y'all must have had some confrontation. He must have said some reckless shit. And nigga triggered a nerve. It got to be more than just about the girl.
Proceeded to take out a small weapon and attempt to stab. And he was failing, and I was just like, okay, I can see it because I'm holding his legs. So I'm in a position where I'm holding both of his legs.
She stabbed him.
Around his under torso, and I just feel poking right here.
Jaslyn claims she didn't know Andre's full plan, but she did admit that she helped, holding DJ down even after the stabbing began. As disturbing as that is, Jaslyn never stopped or showed regret during the attack, not when DJ was begging for help. not even as he was slipping in and out of consciousness after being stabbed.
And then he had another smaller weapon, and he took that out, and he stabbed him right here. Also, the boy was just like, "You're gonna kill me. Just choke me out or like end it," because he kept going in and out.
DJ knew he was dying. Under the pressure and pain he was in, he begged Andre to choke him and end it quickly. Andre ignored him and stabbed him again.
What the fuck is wrong with these young kids, man? What the fuck?
After that, DJ went unresponsive. He stopped struggling and tragically died at the scene. In Jaslyn's version of events, she says she was told to do what she was assigned without asking questions. As the confrontation escalated, she says she didn't fight back because she was terrified of what might happen. Throughout her account, she places nearly all the blame on Andre.
So she definitely made Andre the aggressor, the leader, the one that they all feared, the one who controlled, who plotted, who planned. Everything is Andre. But I guarantee when they talk to Andre, well, will Andre talk? I think they all gonna talk, all three of them, for sure. Andre is gonna come to find out this girl mapped everything out. She's the mastermind, for sure.
That explanation mostly holds up until Jaslyn slips up. In the middle of her story, she mentions a detail that seriously undermines her claim that she didn't know this was a murder plan, and instead places her right at the center of it.
Because prior to this, he had told me that this was the first person he had ever killed.
Prior to this?
Prior to this, he had told you that?
When we were...
Damn.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Oh my God, man. Jesus. You just fucked up. I know the mama like, God damn it. Oh, it was at this moment you knew you fucked up. That for sure, right there, it's over.
At the house, we were just talking about the whole plan of what to do, what was going to happen, but he never told me that he was going
Look at the mama like, shut up. The mama like, shut up.
Like, this is the first person. And leave it here. I'll ask Chrissy. I'm going to leave.
That single detail changes everything. It shows that Jaslyn knew about the murder plan long before it happened.
Premeditated.
Now her story starts to crack. It directly contradicts her earlier claim that she had no idea this was meant to be a killing. At this point, it's clear she was far more involved in both the planning and the decision.
Premeditated murder, man.
That's when the officer shifts the focus and asks about the weapon used in the attack.
I'm assuming it's a knife then that he had?
There is a knife and there is
a longer what?
Sword.
A sword. Okay.
A knife is something that can be easily concealed, but a sword isn't. Hiding something like that would be almost impossible. It's hard to believe that Jaslyn and Christy could have been around Andre all that time without noticing the sword. Now detectives finally have enough pieces to start shaping a version of events that's much closer to the truth. But before moving forward, they still needed to make sure the physical evidence matched the story.
So you saw the big sword when he first showed up here in the first place?
I didn't see it exactly. I saw that there was a bag with it, and I was like, okay. Because somebody else had taken everything out of the house behind us, and I didn't know where that was. And I believe it was either in like a jacket with him, or with Chrissy in an extra jacket, or in a bag with them.
Jaslyn could tell detectives were zeroing in on one key detail. She knew about the sword before they ever left the house.
She excluding herself from everything. Now she making it like Chrissy and him only Chrissy and him knew what was going on about the weapon. That's how you know she's guilty.
And that meant she knew the plan from the start. She tried to distance herself from it, saying that when they left, Andre grabbed a small knife and a larger sword. But she claimed she didn't actually see the sword at first and assumed it was already in the bag. Detectives weren't convinced. By now, there were too many gaps in her story. The teens believed they had pulled off the perfect crime. They killed someone in broad daylight in a tucked-away stairwell inside a busy apartment complex, avoided security cameras, and left no direct eyewitnesses. If the group chat messages hadn't surfaced later, they might have gotten away with it. But everything started to fall apart after the attack. They dragged DJ's body into the bushes, packed the weapons and supplies into a bag, and returned to Jaslyn's complex. There, they made a serious mistake. In an open, grassy area, clearly visible from nearby apartments, they started a fire and burned the bloody clothes using gasoline. as they sat there, shaken, but still hoping they were in the...
Oh my God, bro. Ugh. These niggas burnt the clothes of the missing kid, the dead body, burnt the clothes right next door. A random ass fire. These motherfuckers are crazy.
Clear, a security guard spotted them. In that moment, the cover-up ended, and he wasn't the only one watching. Another resident had seen them too and later told police exactly what she saw.
The two girls, they were just standing there, but they weren't moving much. The chubby girl, she was just like moving back and forth, but like standing in the same spot, but moving a little bit. And then the guy was moving around the fire, just throwing more gasoline. I didn't see their face, but I saw their body shape. And seeing them on the photos, you could picture them, especially the chubby girl. You could feel the traumatization from them, and you could feel like they were scared, but you could also feel like they had that energy of the way of thinking like he deserved it. Like you could.
How the fuck do you know all that? Shut your fucking mouth. So you can read all that and tell all that from looking at a fucking window across the street? How the fuck she know all that?
Noticed that.
Security camera footage from the apartment complex backed up much of Jaslyn's story. The cameras showed the three teens dressed entirely in black as they approached the stairwell where DJ was attacked. One camera even captured DJ Grant's final moments. Another showed the teens dragging his body toward the bushes exactly as described. But as detectives reviewed everything more closely, cracks began to appear. Parts of Jaslyn's version didn't fully line up. Police seized the teens' phones and went through their messages. It didn't take long to find something that directly contradicted Jaslyn's claim that this was only meant to be a fight. One message revealed the true mindset behind the plan.
Damn, what the fuck? And y'all just in a goddamn text message in a group chat talking like this? Murder will definitely happen soon. Y'all plotted this nigga death. Is it really over the girl, though, is what I want to know. Was it really over a girl?
Dwight DJ Grant was killed back in October, and for months now, the three teens that are accused in his case have been kept in jail.
All the evidence was clear. Within days, police moved in on all three suspects. Jaslyn Smith, Christy Parisian, and Andre Clements were all arrested. Each of them was charged as an adult. All three were charged with tampering with evidence and conspiracy to commit murder.
Damn, it's over
Christy
with.
and Jaslyn were each charged with second-degree murder. Both eventually pleaded guilty and were sentenced to 25 years in prison, followed by an additional 10 years of probation. Andre Clements, who was 17 at the time, was considered the mastermind behind the crime and the one who delivered the fatal sword strike that killed DJ. He faced the most serious charge, first-degree premeditated murder. On February 18th, 2025,
They gave him life.
Andre Clements, now 20 years old, also pleaded guilty.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
sentenced
they
to
get
40
that.
years in prison, followed by lifetime
Damn.
probation.
Loyal.
Wow, man.
Would be there for you.
Threw your life away, man. Threw your life away. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All those lives affected over what? Over a girlfriend in high school. Why not just do a simple fight? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all in high school, man. Y'all got so much life to live. So many more girls and women to meet as you get older. Like, it ain't worth it, man. You took this boy's life over a girlfriend, and then you went to do crime with two people, extra people, and not only two extra people, two girls. What type of nigga go do a murder with two girls? That's probably the dumbest shit off the rip. If I'm going to do a murder, I'm not taking a woman. The fuck? I'm like, that's crazy, man. I mean, hey, shit, he's done for. They got charged as adults. 25 years, 40 years, lifetime probation, lifetime parole. That's lives damaged, man, over nothing. Senseless murder. They could have let that boy live, man. Niggas is crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds, smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.